Okay, hello everyone. A warm welcome to the webinar hosted by Westlake Chinese Academy. Today, we will delve into a vital topic, how to enhance college application with Chinese language learning and the cultural experience. Our webinar unfolds in 3 insightful sections. Initially, we dissect the college application process, showcasing how integrating Chinese language learning and cultural experiences can elevate each component of your application. Following this, we will delve into 4 compelling case studies. I will present comprehensive resumes of former students successfully admitted to institutions such as UT Austin, Duke University, UC-Berkeley, and Harvard. As we progress, feel free to jot down any questions you may have. We will reserve time in the end for an engaging question and answer session. All right, let's embark on this enriching journey together. At first, please allow me to introduce myself briefly. I am Wang, serving as the director and owner of Westlake Chinese Academy. Westlake Chinese Academy is an accredited Chinese language and cultural school offering online and in-person programs to students of all ages. It's also an accredited K-12 school. For those interested in learning more about our diverse offerings, I encourage you to explore our website at westlakechineseacademy.org. All right, so let's dive straight into the college application package. Just a heads up, all the information and analysis we're about to look into is geared towards students navigating regular admission, early admission, and the early action process. Keep in mind, this may not directly apply to athletes who get recruited by college coaches with full scholarships. However, it's still relevant for the majority of the athlete applicants who go through general admission channels. Okay, now first we're gonna talk about the crucial component of our application package, which is the high school course selection and grades. When it comes to high school level Chinese classes, having a minimum of 3 years under your belt can make a significant impact. However, we recommend aiming for 4 or 5 years to truly showcase your dedication and the proficiency in this language. But how can you manage to fit more than 4 years of high school Chinese courses into your schedule? Well, one option is to start taking high school level courses in middle school, or you can opt for summer courses to supplement your learning. Here is an interesting fact that often goes unnoticed. Very few students apply to Ivy League colleges have Chinese courses listed on their transcript. The majority students tend to have studied Spanish, or French. So if you have Chinese courses on your transcript, it can really set you apart from the crowd. So let's address a common question. Why do so few students take Chinese classes in high school? Firstly, Chinese is often perceived as a challenging language compared to other foreign languages. However, the most significant reason is the limited availability of Chinese programs in high schools across the United States. Over the past 2 months, our team has extensively researched the course catalogs of all high schools in California. Can you guess what percentage of California high schools offer their own Chinese programs? So let's take a quick poll to gauge your thoughts. Okay, everyone, the poll is launched. Please select your best guess. Okay, I'm gonna end the poll. Okay, so let's see. So you now see the consensus. So the correct answer is 12%. Well, despite California's sizable Asian population, only 12% of high schools in California have a Chinese program. This statistic highlights the scarcity of Chinese language education, not only in California, but also across the rest of the country. Colleges pay close attention to students' course selections, particularly favoring those who challenge themselves with rigorous coursework. So, what exactly do we mean by rigorous coursework or hard courses? Well, they usually include AP courses, other honor courses, and dual credit courses. So now, why do college place such importance on the college selection? Well, in today's educational landscape, GPA inflation is rampant, with many students boasting a perfect 4.0 GPA. Here is the thought-provoking statistic. What percentage of American students do you think have an average GPA of A? Okay, let's take another quick poll here. Okay, here's a poll. Please select your best guess. Okay, I'm going to end the poll here and share the results with you. All right, let's see what the consensus is. Quite interesting. we got totally two opposite choice. Um, Half the participants chose 10%, while the other half chose 50%. The correct answer is 50%. Yes, you heard that right. Half of all students in the United States have an average GPA of A. So it's no surprise that highly selective colleges struggle to differentiate students based solely on their grades. That's precisely why they place such emphasis on the courses students choose, especially those that challenge them academically. Okay, so let's explore the significance of AP subjects. With a diverse array of over 30 options available, which one holds the most weight in the eyes of colleges? Let's gauge your opinion with a quick poll. Right? Please select the AP course you think that's most valuable in the eyes of colleges. Okay, I'm going to end the poll here and share the results. Interesting. We got half people select calculus, half people select foreign language. The correct answer is AP Calculus. Our interactions with highly selective colleges have unveiled that two AP Calculus courses can truly set a student apart. But here is the kicker. Pairing these two AP Calculus courses with an AP Chinese course creates a compelling combination that catch the attention of elite institutions. In fact, there have been instances where Ivy League admissions teams have expressed their admiration for applicants boasting two AP Calculus courses along with an AP Chinese on their transcript. You might wondering, if my child intends to pursue a STEM major in college, do foreign languages or other liberal arts or art courses still hold relevance? Absolutely. In today's admissions landscape, college embrace a holistic approach. They seek students who are well-rounded individuals capable of excelling in diverse areas beyond their intended field of study. All right, so let's take a look at the AP Chinese course. Even if the student decides not to take the exam, having the course listed on your transcript still holds significant value. However, if you do choose to take the AP exam and score a 3 or above, that's even more advantageous for you. Okay, so next, let's shift our focus to awards and the competition. First, high school students who have been enrolled in a Chinese program for at least 4 semesters and maintain an average GPA of B or higher are eligible to join the National Chinese Honor Society. So if your Chinese teacher hasn't informed you about this opportunity, be sure to reach out to the teacher and discuss the process of applying for this college's value seeing such achievements showcased on an applicant's resume. For middle school students, there is an opportunity to apply for National Junior Scholars for Excellence in Chinese. To qualify, students must maintain an average grade of B or higher in their Chinese class. The application process requires submission through the student's Chinese teachers at an accredited middle school. Okay. Next up, I'll introduce you to some exciting Chinese competitions students can participate. First one on the list is the speech competition. There's a prestigious national level event called Chinese Bridge Speech Competition. It's organized by the Chinese Language Association of Secondary Elementary School. This competition typically takes place in August each year. Participants are required to deliver a presentation speech in Chinese along with showcasing their talent. If this interests you, I encourage you to reach out to your Chinese teacher to sign up. Please note that their website may not always have the most up-to-date information, so don't hesitate to reach out to them via email for the future details. They are pretty good at responding to the emails. For students in Texas, there's an excellent opportunity to participate in a state level. The contest is known as the Great Houston Chinese Speech Competition. This event occurs annually in October. To apply for this competition, you can either submit your application through your teacher or directly by yourself. However, for more detailed information, it's essential to reach out to your Chinese teacher and they can provide you with all the necessary details and guidance for participation. If your Chinese teacher isn't readily familiar with this competition, feel free to encourage them to reach out to me at Westlake Chinese Academy, and I will be happy to share all the information once the new contest information is published. Let's take a look at the picture on the left. It featuring our former student, Polly, displaying her first place award from this competition. It's a testament to her talent and dedication. Well, what's more impressive, Krupali was admitted into Harvard University last year. Stay tuned, as later in the presentation, we'll delve into her remarkable resume. Next, moving on to the essay writing competition. Some of you may have already heard about this competition. It's called National Class Essay Contest, hosted by the Chinese Language Association of Secondary and Elementary Schools. It takes place annually in October and November. For detailed information, you can visit their website. Your Chinese teacher will need to handle the submission process for your essay. Each teacher can submit up to 10 essays. It's important to know that the teacher must be a member of this association and also teach as an accredited middle or high schools. On the left, you see a picture of a group of students who won a bunch of medals in our last year, in the contest last year. Additionally, there are also several other national competitions, including the Chinese poster contest and the Chinese talent contest. Please note that you will need to submit your application through the Chinese teacher at your school for this competition. And both events also hosted by the Chinese Language Association of Secondary Elementary Schools. I need to mention the information for these two contests are not available on their website. And many Chinese teachers may not be aware of this contest. Your best course of action is to either email this organization directly or ask your Chinese teacher to contact them on your behalf. These contests are usually publicized on Chinese teacher circles and groups on platforms such as WeChat. So please ask your Chinese teacher to keep an eye out for updates on those channels. Next, let's explore the various extracurricular activities and the community services students can engage in. If your high school already has a Chinese club, I highly encourage you to join and even secure a position within the club. This involvement may significantly enhance your college application. However, if your school doesn't have a Chinese club, don't fret. This presents a fantastic opportunity for you to take initiative and start one yourself. You could even become the president of the club in this case and showcasing your leadership skills and initiatives to the colleges. Participating in Chinese club activities can greatly enrich your application. These activities may include celebrating festivals such as hosting a cookout for Chinese New Year or organizing mooncake tasting for the Mid-Autumn Festival. Additionally, you can also arrange activities such like watching Chinese movie, practicing calligraphy, um, engaging in paper cutting, and a lot more other Chinese cultural activities. This experience will demonstrate your cultural engagement and the breadth of into the college admission committees. There are also some fantastic summer programs available for you to explore. One such opportunity is the National Security Language Initiative for Youth Scholar, which is sponsored by the U.S. Department of State. To participate, you will undergo several interviews for selection into the program. And this is a program happens in the summertime. It lasts about 6 to 7 weeks abroad. Another opportunity is the Utah State University Star Talk program, sponsored by National Security Agency. To apply this, you will need a recommendation letter from your Chinese teacher. If selected, you will have the chance to attend a 2-week residential camp completely free of charge. Additionally, there are also study abroad programs that focus more on the community services. We will delve deeper into these opportunities in the next slide. Okay, now let's explore the various community service opportunities available to you. One option is to volunteer at a local Chinese camp. Like our school, we offer counselor positions to high school students every summer. Later in the case study, you will see that our former students admitted into UT Austin and Duke universities both gained valuable experience through volunteering in this type of summer camps. Another avenue worth considering is volunteering abroad. Before the COVID pandemic, our school also facilitated some trips to China. We do that for 3 weeks each summer, where students was teaching local children English and also experience homestays. So our former student Krupali, who admitted into Harvard, she participated in one summer, while another student admitted into UC-Berkeley, she volunteered for 2 summers. If you have the means to participate in a summer program abroad, definitely consider choose one that allows you to work while also experiencing a homestay with local families. This type of immersive experience is more valuable than solely focusing on studying Chinese language in a dormitory setting. All right. Now let's dive into the topics of essays. Many universities allow students to submit additional essays beyond the main one. So if you have any multicultural experiences, the essay is an excellent opportunity to showcase what you have learned from this multicultural experience. Here is a side tip for essay writing. Avoid duplicating information already provided in other parts of your application package. Each year, many students make the mistake of simply copying and pasting information from other sections of their resume. With only 650 words at your disposal, use this opportunity to provide the admission committee with insights about yourself that cannot be gleaned from other parts of your application. Next, let's discuss some tips on how to stay connected with college admission teams and demonstrate your interest in their schools. First, if financially feasible, consider visiting the colleges you are genuinely interested in and be sure to sign in at their reception desk. If there is a particular major or lab at the college that interests you, schedule an appointment to meet with the professor. The admission committee, the college admission committee, they take a note of these interactions and consider them as indicators of your level of interest. Second, many colleges send their admission committee members to hold seminars in high schools each year. Attend these seminars and ensure you sign in with your name and email. In the past, there are instances, there are high qualified students have missed out on admission opportunities simply because they fail to attend these on-campus seminars. To remember, the individuals hosting the seminars are likely the same ones who will review your application and make admission decisions. Lastly, this is something many people don't know. Once you have signed up for the colleges, you will start receiving email from them, including marketing emails. It's important to open every email and click on all the attached links because the colleges can track whether you have opened their emails, whether you have clicked on the links in the emails. And this engagement is also considered when measuring your level of interest. All right, so we have wrapped up our analysis on integrating Chinese language learning and cultural experience in every aspect of the application package. Now, let's look into 4 case studies to examine how Chinese language and cultural experiences influence the college admissions of these 4 students. We have organized these 4 case studies in order from a relatively weak resume to the strongest. This way, you get a clear sense of how the resume progresses towards acceptance into the most elite schools in the US. Let's start with the first case study, focusing on a former student who was admitted into UT Austin, majoring in design and fine arts. She chose to be anonymous, that's why we don't show her picture or names here. She achieved an unweighted GPA of 3.98 from a very small private school with fewer than 20 students in her class. Her SAT score was 1310 with math at 620 and verbal at 690. Her transcripts showcased high school Chinese level 2 to level 5 from our school, Westlake Chinese Academy, including an AP Chinese course at level 5. Also, she didn't take the AP exam. Additionally, she volunteered as a camp counselor at our Chinese camp in Austin for 2 entire summers. In her main essay, she eloquently expressed how this counselor experience shaped her leadership skills and fostered a globally minded perspective. It's important to know that this student didn't have access to other AP courses or honor courses due to her school's limitations. Furthermore, she didn't receive any awards, and in the high school and had minimal extracurricular activities beyond submitting several pieces of her artworks. However, both the student and her parents acknowledge the significant role that Chinese language learning and cultural experiences played in her admission to UT Austin. Additionally, she also secured a substantial scholarship from UT Austin that waived her entire freshman year tuition. Okay, next, we have a former student admitted into Duke Kunshan University, majoring in computer science. Duke Kunshan University is Duke University's new campus located in Kunshan, China. Students who attend Duke Kunshan, they receive the same diploma as those studying at Duke's main campus in the United States. Duke Kunshan is a very unique campus with 2/3 of the students being Chinese nationals and the remaining 1/3 being foreign students. All classes are conducted in English at this campus. So this student, she boasted a weighted GPA of 4.0, ranking in the top 4% of a large public high school with approximately 1,000 students in her class. She maintained straight A's on her high school transcripts. Her SAT score was an impressive 1490. She took 5 AP courses, including physics, calculus, chemistry, English, and Chinese. And she have achieved a score 5 in most of those AP exams. Additionally, she also received several notable awards, including the National Merit Commended Scholarship for ranking in the top 3% nationally on the PSAT test. She also got the AP Scholar with Distinction award. This award is for students who scored 3 or above on 5 or more AP exams. Furthermore, she received a tennis scholarship from her high school. In terms of extracurricular activities and community services, she volunteered as a counselor at our Chinese camp in Austin, Texas for one summer. She also taught tennis to young kids in the tennis academy. This student, she received admission offers from both UT Austin and Duke Kunshan University. The admission to UT Austin was an automatic admission due to her high class ranking. For Duke Kunshan University, she underwent a successful interview focusing on her motivation for joining this university. She obtained recommendation letters from her AP English, AP Calculus, and AP Physics teachers. It's worth noting the importance of including recommendation letters from liberal arts subject teachers, even when you apply for STEM majors. As we discussed earlier, college admission committees seek well-rounded individuals not solely focused on one dimension. Chinese language learning and the cultural experiences played a significant role in this student admission to Kunshan University. Later, you will learn about another student who also gained admission to this university. Kunshan actively recruits students with proficiency in Chinese to ensure effective communication on their China campus. They also value relevant cultural experiences, which demonstrates the applicant's interest in Chinese culture. Okay. Next, let's discuss our former student, Kara, who was admitted into UC-Berkeley with an initial major in Chinese. However, after 1 year in college, Kara switched her major to neuroscience and added a minor in Chinese. Okay. Kara achieved a weighted GPA of 4.2, placing her in the top 11% of her public high school class. Her SAT score was 1370, and she scored a 31 on the ACT. She pursued several honors courses, including AP Environmental Science, in which she received a score of 5 on the exam. She took AP English 1, 2, 3, although she didn't take the exams. She also completed AP World History course with a score of 4 in the test. Apart from these AP courses, Kara enrolled in numerous classes at a community college, which significantly bolstering her weighted GPA. For recommendation letters, Kara obtained them from her biology and chemistry teachers. Kara received admission offers from 7 universities, including 3 from the University of California system, UC-Berkeley, UC San Diego, and UC Riverside. Additionally, she was admitted to NYU and Stony Brook, New York. One of the most comparing aspects of Kara's resume is her extensive community service experience and involvement in the extracurricular activities. She dedicated 2 summers to volunteer in our exchange program in China, teaching local children English and immersing herself in homestays with local families. One of Kara's UC system college essays focused on her impactful volunteer and homestay experiences in China. In terms of extracurricular activities, Kara pursued sports medicine and wrote an essay about her work experience with the trainer team specializing in sports injury treatment. Additionally, she obtained a haircut license through her study of cosmetology. Kara was also active in cross-country running and track. She held memberships in nationwide clubs such as Red Cross, Key Club. Notably, she served as a Texas Advocacy Project ambassador primarily addressing issues related to sexual assault and domestic violence. I want to note one thing is the Kara's third essay submit for UC system. It's about her experience in rebuilding an old truck, showcasing her diverse interests and skills. During her interview, Kara emphasized the significance of her Chinese cultural experience in her admission to UC-Berkeley. Please note it, her original plan was to major in Chinese when she admitted into UC-Berkeley. She highlighted how it demonstrated her maturity, interest in learning, and the readiness to immerse herself in new experiences and challenges. Okay, now let's explore our final case study, Krupali, who was admitted to Harvard University. Krupali boasts an impressive resume. She maintained an unweighted GPA of 3.96, ranking 63 out of 960 students in a big public school. She achieved an SAT score of 1500 with a math score of 750 and a verbal score of 750. She took a remarkable total of 12 AP exams and earned a score of 5 in 8 of them. These exams include AP Statistics, Biology, US History, World History, Human Geography, English 1 and 2, Environmental Science, AP Chinese, AP French, Government and Politics, and Microeconomics. Given Krupali's aspiration to pursue a future career in law, it's notable that majority of her AP courses and exams focused on liberal arts subjects. For recommendation letters, Krupali obtained them from her French teacher and the law teacher. One of the most remarkable aspects of Krupali's resume is her impressive array of awards and achievements. She secured the prestigious U.S. Senate Youth Program Scholarship. This is a highly selective honor granted to only 2 students per state annually. Participants of this scholarship has the opportunities to meet with senators and even the President of the United States. In addition, Krupali received the Congressional Gold Medal Award, a distinction bestowed upon approximately 3,000 students each year. She was also recognized as a National Merit Commended Scholar. Furthermore, Krupali clinched a first place award in a state-level Chinese speech contest and earns the esteemed National Security Language Initiative for Youth Scholarship. In terms of community services and extracurricular involvements, Krupali participated in tennis during her freshman year, competing in various competitions. While she didn't pursue tennis beyond that, she engaged actively in several organizations and societies. She was a member of National French Honor Society, Interfaith Action of Central Texas, Generation Serve, Model United Nations, Refugee Services of Texas, National Honor Society, and Varsity Policy Debate. Notably, Kupali founded the Austin Liberation Youth Movement, demonstrating her commitment to social activism and community engagement. Additionally, she established a language tutoring company in her junior year, where she provided tutoring services in French, Chinese, and Arabic to students. These initiatives showcase Kupali's leadership, entrepreneurial spirit, and dedication to promoting language learning and cultural exchange. At Harvard University, applicant has the opportunity to submit 2 essays. In her main essay, Krupali delved into her experience leading a protest in Austin, Texas, showcasing her commitment to social activism and advocacy. In her second essay, she shared insights from her volunteer work in both China and Morocco, illustrating how language and cultural immersion have enriched her life perspectives. During our interview with Krupali, we inquired about the role of Chinese language and cultural experience in her admission to Harvard. Krupali emphasized the versatility of Chinese proficiency across various fields, noting the reality of Ivy League applicants with Chinese language skills. She stressed the importance of pursuing activities aligned with one's passions and authenticity. Krupali highlighted the significance of universities perceiving applicants as valuable investments and utilizing resources efficiently. Additionally, she mentioned that many Ivy League students admitted had proficiency in at least 2 foreign languages, underscoring the importance of language diversity in college admission. Krupali received acceptance letters from 7 universities, including Harvard, Columbia, Cornell, UCLA, Duke Kunshan University, UT Austin Plan 2, which is a liberal arts honor program, and UT Dallas. She also faced rejection from Yale and Stanford during the early action period. Let's dive into some insights about college admissions. Each year, highly selective colleges receive tens of thousands of applications. Acknowledging that many applicants are exceptionally qualified for their programs. However, with limited spots available, colleges must make decisions based on their specific needs, which can vary among the universities, and even for the same university, it can vary annually. For example, one year a college may prioritize recruiting students who can afford for tuition, while in another year, they may aim to admit more students with low-income backgrounds. Another example is if in the previous year a university admitted disproportionately fewer students from a particular racial or ethnic group. In response, in the following year, the university may seek to increase the representation of students from that specific demographic to foster greater diversity and inclusivity within their student body. It's crucial to understand that rejection from a university doesn't reflect inadequacy. Rather, it signifies what the colleges need. Ultimately, there are numerous outstanding universities in the United States. So exceptional students, they will undoubtedly receive offers from great institutions. Just don't expect to receive from everyone else. During our interview, Krupali shows that her mother's guidance played a vital role in helping her manage her responsibilities and stay organized. So, for us, in exchange for her detailed resume, we have agreed to promote Krupali's college counseling services in this webinar. So if you're interested, feel free to email me to obtain her contact information. College application is far from a one-dimensional process. These days, institutions have embraced what's known as holistic admission. This comprehensive approach means that colleges consider every aspect of a student's life and achievements, assessing both the breadth and the depth of their experiences and abilities. Typically, the college application package comprises several key components, such as courses and grades, SAT and AP scores, sports and other extracurricular activities, community service involvement, awards and scholarships, recommendation letters, essays, interviews, legacy status, and even the family financial considerations. It may come as a surprise to some that family financial needs can significantly impact a student's admission. As previously discussed, colleges prioritize their specific needs when admitting students. For example, if a college aims to enroll more full tuition paying students, they may hesitate to admit a highly qualified applicant who requires significant financial aid. This is because offering admission to such a student may result in them being unable to afford the tuition and then leading to the low enrollment rates and potentially affecting the college's ranking. So therefore, colleges are meticulous when extending offers, prioritizing applicants they believe are more likely to accept, therefore safeguarding their enrollment rates and overall rankings. All right, thank you so much all for joining me in this extended webinar session. We have covered a lot of the ground, and now it's time for our question and answer session. So feel free to ask any questions you may have, and I will do my best to provide you with the most accurate answer based on my knowledge and the expertise. Okay, let's start.